When you know, you stop asking. You can't pour into a cup that's already filled. Certainty gives us peace against the unknown, but it also stifles our capacity to explore, to learn, and to grow. Certainty creates safety, but at the cost of stagnation. Certainty is an illusion. How often do we tell ourselves stories about the world with unearned confidence? In religion, in politics, in our philosophies about how we and others should live in order to have the most purposeful, happy lives possible. Do we confidently proclaim to know, without a doubt, how the world is and should be? Or by contrast, do we leave space for healthy doubt and skepticism, even in our most tightly held beliefs? Do we perpetually leave open the possibility that we might be wrong, that our viewpoints can evolve over time as we learn and grow, and that this is not weakness or lack of conviction, but instead it is radical open-mindedness? A practice of mine is to translate the need for certainty from the external to the internal. For example, if I don't know if I'll get the job in another city and have to sell my house and move in 3 months, this can make me feel uncertain. But rather than trying to parse how the interview went over and over in my mind to try to discern the likelihood that I'll get the job offer, instead I can find certainty within. I can determine what I will do if I get the job offer, and what I'll do if I don't. If I'm certain how I'll respond to any reasonable external outcome, I no longer need to predict that outcome with certainty. Because even with the best data, we can't predict the external with 100% confidence. But we can find certainty within ourselves. But ultimately, even the pursuit of internal certainty will constrain us. There are moments when we may not be able to find certainty even within ourselves. And just as we might find peace in accepting external uncertainty, which life forces us to do by its very nature, so too will we sometimes need to find peace with internal uncertainty. That path to peace requires accepting that we do not know. First, accepting external uncertainty, and then internal uncertainty. Ultimately, freedom is found not in knowing, but in not needing to know.